Leaky gut is more common than many women realize, and it may be the hidden cause behind symptoms like eczema, food sensitivities, fatigue, and even hormone imbalance. On today's show, I'll share what leaky gut really is, how it affects your hormones, and the ultimate bone broth strategy to help you heal from the inside out. So friend, if you're ready to learn what makes the most powerful healing broth, how to make it at home, and the foods that support gut repair and long-term balance, then grab a notebook and pen and let's dive in. Hey friend, welcome to Integrative Medicine for Energy and Health. Are you struggling with low energy, excessive weight, chronic fatigue, imbalanced hormones, or body aches and pains that are robbing you of enjoying life? If you're ready to take the guesswork out of living a healthier life, you're in the right place. Hi, I'm Rekishia. I'm a mom, honorably retired Air Force veteran, award-winning author, social worker, and Christian alternative medicine provider. For years, I tried improving my health through conventional medicine and nothing worked until I finally found a simple strategy that was easy and fun. This podcast will provide you with natural ways to increase energy, lose weight, regulate hormones, and improve your mood. If you're ready to live, look, and feel better, grab your favorite cup of herbal tea and let's jump in. Welcome to Integrative Medicine for Energy and Health, the go-to podcast for women who want to increase energy, lose weight, and balance their hormones while staying rooted in faith. I'm your host, Rekishia McMillan, and I want to welcome both my new and returning listeners. It always brings me great joy to have you here with me. Today's episode is one that's close to my heart because I'll be sharing my own journey with gut health when I struggled with eczema and my inability to eat certain foods without symptoms. And what I learned through that experience not only changed my health, but it also gave me the tools to help other women heal from the inside out. So what is leaky gut? Well, let's start with the basics. Leaky gut, also known as intestinal permeability, happens when the lining of the intestines becomes damaged. Normally, this lining works like a strong barrier. It keeps toxins out, bacteria, and large food particles out of the bloodstream. But when it's compromised, those particles leak through and your body sees them as foreign invaders. And this can lead to inflammation, autoimmune reactions, food sensitivities, skin issues like eczema, and even hormone imbalance. Now, there are several factors that can damage the gut lining, which include a poor diet that's high in processed foods, refined sugar, and even artificial sweeteners, chronic stress, the overuse of antibiotics or medications, and environmental toxins. Over time, this damage can create a cycle of inflammation that impacts not just digestion, but also your hormones, your mood, and your energy. If leaky gut is left unchecked, the consequences can be far-reaching. It can lead to chronic inflammation throughout the body, skin conditions like eczema and acne, food intolerances that seem to grow over time, and perhaps most importantly for women, hormonal imbalance. That's because the gut and hormones are deeply connected. And when the gut is inflamed, it disrupts the way that our bodies metabolize and regulate estrogen and cortisol. This can lead to irregular cycles, mood swings, weight gain, and fatigue. Now, I know this firsthand because I experienced persistent eczema and I couldn't tolerate certain foods. My skin and digestion were giving me signals that my gut needed healing. And it wasn't until I discovered the power of bone broth that I began to notice true transformation. I like to share my ultimate bone broth strategy. Bone broth became a staple in my healing journey, and it can become one in yours too. Because bone broth is rich in collagen, gelatin, amino acids, and minerals that literally help seal and repair the gut lining. It's one of the most natural and effective ways to restore gut health. Now, to make my bone broth, I use chicken feet. Yes, you might be wondering why chicken feet? Well, chicken feet are packed with collagen and glucosamine, and they provide an incredibly nutrient-dense broth that's especially powerful for healing the gut and supporting joint and skin health. Here are some of the benefits of bone broth. It helps to repair gut lining and reduces inflammation. It supports healthy skin, hair, and nails, helps to rebalance hormones by healing the gut, strengthens the immune system, and boosts overall energy. Here's how I make my bone broth. I take about 2 pounds of chicken feet, or you can also mix other bones with those, like grass-fed femur bones. I add carrots, celery, onions, 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. And this is key because this helps to draw minerals from the bones into the broth. I also like to add a couple of variations to be creative with my broth. Sometimes I'll add lemongrass and lime for a refreshing light flavor. Or if I want an Italian style broth, I add fresh basil and oregano or herbs to the broth. You can cook the broth on stovetop or in a slow cooker. And so if you're doing it on a stovetop, you want to cover the bones with water about 2 to 3 inches above and simmer for about 12 to 24 hours. And you can also use an Instapot, and the high pressure, you can cook it for about 3 to 4 hours. And so there are some practical tips for healing while you are incorporating the bone broth into your health regimen. You want to make sure that you're drinking the bone broth at least 3 times a day, in the morning when you wake up, before lunch, and also a half a cup before bed. And making your own is so much more cost effective than buying a lot of the store-bought broths that we see. You get more, you save money, and you know exactly what's going in it. The key is to remember that healing your gut takes consistency. So you just can't make the broth and drink it for 1 week. I would say really 6 months at a minimum is what you need to really heal and seal your gut depending on your health condition. Now, in addition to the broth, you also want to eat healing foods and add these into your diet. Fermented foods like sauerkraut, kimchi, or kefir, leafy greens, and cruciferous vegetables are a must. You also want to incorporate omega-rich 3 foods like salmon, flax seeds, and chia seeds. Avoid all processed food, refined sugars, and alcohol while you are healing. Functional medicine research shows that up to 80% of people with autoimmune issues also struggle with leaky gut. And millions of women are also affected, but many don't realize that their symptoms are connected to their gut. God has designed our bodies with the ability to heal when we give them the right tools. By nourishing ourselves with foods that He created, we honor our bodies as temples of the Holy Spirit and position ourselves for restoration and balance. So let's wrap it all up. What an empowering conversation today about leaky gut, hormone balance, and the healing power of bone broth. I hope you're walking away with practical steps to begin repairing your gut and restoring your health. If you're a woman listening today and you're suffering from leaky gut syndrome, maybe with digestive issues, skin flare-ups, or hormone imbalance, I want you to know there's hope. You don't have to live this way. I'd love to help you heal from the inside out. Go to my website at feelgreatgodsway.com to sign up for a consultation and take the first step towards restoring your health. Thank you for tuning in to Integrative Medicine for Energy and Health. If this episode blessed you, please share it with a friend, subscribe, and leave a review. It truly helps us reach more women on their health journey. Until next time, stay energized, stay balanced, and rooted in faith. I'll leave you with 2 Peter chapter 1, verse 3. According as his divine power hath given unto us all things that pertain unto life and godliness, through the knowledge of him that has called us to glory and virtue. Hey friend, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If so, would you take 30 seconds and share it with a friend who may want to have more energy and improve their health naturally? Also, I would love it if you could leave a quick review for the show on Apple Podcasts. It blesses me tremendously to know that this podcast is helping you. Alrighty then, it's time to go make a protein shake and go for a hike. No more days of feeling tired and drained. I'll see you in a few days for another episode. God bless.